5 minutes, y'all. 5 minutes to the show. I'm listening to the song. I kind of like it, maybe. I'm in the zone with the flow. I'm just when I'm this when the blow. So I'm looking at my numbers. I'm in my know. Oh, I'm in my know. Now I'ma do the flow. Oh, I'ma give you everything that you could really want. I'm on the summer in my throne. I'm never know my throne. I'm in the fun. I'm so never done for those. Maybe. I don't know. I'll be back in 2 minutes. Maybe. need to change something in the hook. That I think I'm gonna change that. It sounds too pretty, too happy. Even though that's kind of happy, but it's a little bouncy, so you can be like, all right. I don't know. Maybe if I change the instrument sound, it might be better. I don't know. Not worried about this. I won't be working on this today. I'm working on that Bury a Friend song, but I'm gonna not use it as Bury a Friend cover. I'm gonna actually make my own hook and make my own song out of it because I liked it so much. I listened to it today. I went through the verse. I was like, you know what? That's good. That's the new one right there. That's the new joint right there. Everybody, everybody, what? Everybody come with daddy, daddy, everybody, everybody, what? Everybody on your daddy, daddy, everybody, 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 what? Everybody, what up, y'all? Whoa, I was hitting the wrong button there. Hold up. What up, y'all? It's R9cast, the official body dish show. Come on, Chris Show, Super Dose Show for Reservoir9.com, representing allgames.com. I am Stephen D. Gibson, Fava Beans, aka SG, aka Electron Bandit, aka let me switch the scene so y'all can see my ugly face. Bam! There it is. Hide your daughters, hide your children, hide your cousins, hide your aunties. If you want to hang out with the cool people, quote unquote cool people, allgames.com/live. It's just a button. I think it's blue. It says Discord app or something. I don't remember what's inside the button. You click on the button, you go to the magical land of Discord. Can't even talk. And that's where everybody's chilling. There's, who's there? Tiger Claw's there talking about Daytona. And, other people are there too, like Pace, like Billy Ock. I think he's in there. All right, I need to shut up. Billy Ok's in there, and other people. I have a lot of how do you say, white noise, which is, you know, I'm not too worried about it. That's fine. So today's episode brought to you by Bridget. She's not here, as you can tell. She's in the house chilling. Yesterday we were super sick. She was super sick. She couldn't do nothing. I was like, don't do nothing. Get your ass in bed and be sick. And she was like, I don't want to. I was like, woman, listen to the man. She's like, okay. She was kicking rocks all the way to the bed. And I was sick too. I was like, why does my brain hurt? Oh, I forgot. Yeah, that's why. And so I sat on the couch all day and I played Crackdown 3. And then I said, you know what? I need a break. Let me watch YouTube for a second. Eat a sandwich or something, right? Hey, a sandwich, watching YouTube. I said, time for Crackdown 3. Go back to Crackdown 3. The cool thing about the Xbox One X, I don't know if PlayStation 4 does this, but I'm playing Crackdown, right? And then I go to YouTube, right? I don't close Crackdown. I just I hit pause. Or I get, you know, hitting the in the pause menu or the map or whatever, and I go over, hit the guide button, if you will. Go over to YouTube. Boom. YouTube. I already had YouTube up before, so YouTube goes right back to where it was. Boom. I'm like, oh, let me see. Let's do a video. Watch Inside Gaming. They came back. Inside Gaming, because that whole machinima thing. And I was watching. I was like, oh yeah. I was like, okay, I'm done with my sandwich. Time for more Crackdown. Click the buy button. Get busy. Click the guide button. Go back to Crackdown. Boom, right where I left off, baby. Multitasking, boy. Well, I know PlayStation probably does it too, but I'm just saying. I was like, that's cool. I'm glad video games are progressing. I want to talk about Crackdown 3, of course. I also want to talk about Lego Movie 2. I spoke a little bit about it. I forgot what day it was, but I want to speak a little bit about it again, because y'all probably meant it. What else? I think that's kind of it. Yeah. But I definitely want to talk about Crackdown 3 in regards to... I spoke on it before about all these reviewers saying, oh, it's that, and it's like a 360 game, and this last gen game was like it's the original Xbox game with prettier graphics. I'm like... Let's talk about the game first, and then I'm going to scream at people. Okay, talk about the game. Happy time, talk about the game first. Then scream at people. Maybe anger. Maybe. Let me say that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So, Crackdown 3. I did not play Crackdown 2. Let's get that out the way. I did not touch Crackdown 2. I played Crackdown 1, and I finished it. Spoilers. The agent, the announcer dude, I forgot his name. They say his name in this one. I don't know if they say his name in the other one, but I don't remember. But he turned out to be evil or something, and you were working for the bad guy. It was some weird like twist of whatever it was. So I don't know what if Crackdown 2 actually continued that story and actually resolved what that whole situation was, because I didn't even think of that. But he's back, and I guess he's the good guy. I don't know. It doesn't really matter, because a game like Crackdown, you don't need a heavy lore. And like, oh man, this story doesn't make any sense. Actually, the way that the game is, the story makes sense. It's just the type of game it is. And we'll get into that a little bit later. So, Crackdown 3. First off, like I said, I play it on Xbox One X, so gorgeous graphics. Of course, if you have a super beefy PC, it's better because you get 60 frames or higher, probably higher. So the Inside Gaming dude was playing it on Xbox. I don't know if he was playing on it. He must not have been playing it on X, because the X does not chug. And he said, "Oh, it chugs. It was chugging on that Xbox." I was like, "Yeah, you probably not playing on the Ghetto. Probably playing on the Impedimpty, the S or the Ghetto launch version." But I was playing on the X, and I played a lot of that. I think I probably put 12 hours into it already, maybe. I don't know. It just came out like I just got it the day before yesterday or whenever it was, and I was like, oh, I got it now. And so I loaded it up, and I'm like, okay. Cause the thing is I got spoiled on the beginning intro cinematic, because they showed it on something. I forgot. I think it was Inside Xbox or something. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. And Terry Crews is in it. He's extra, and that's what he do. So I was like, whatever. That wasn't, that's just extra stuff. I was like, okay. One thing about the trailer is that they have agents in there, characters, and they don't look like unless I didn't get them all. Well, I know I didn't get them all. There's 21 different agents I think you can get. I got about half. No. I got more than 10. I got about 2/3. Math is bad for me. I'm bad at math. I got more than 10, less than 20. Say that. Anyway, so yeah, I have to watch that cinematic again to make sure, like, to see if the character model. They didn't seem like they were the same, but I mean they all kind of look the same, but there's little variations. Basically, it's just different heads on the same body, which is it's good for it's a game where you just need to I wish they had actual customization, like real customization. I'd be like, okay, that's kind of dope. Now I spent an hour on here creating my agent, that'd be dope. But no, I didn't have that. So whatever. That's not really what the game's about anyway. And most of the time, you only see the back of your agent, unless you're panning the camera around. But so I get in there. I'm where? What am I? Dang, I should have took a screenshot or something. I'm like level 3 something in agility, and I just been wrecking shop. It's if you like the first Crackdown, you're gonna like this Crackdown way better. The problem I had with the first Crackdown, remember, we're never talking about the Crackdown 2. The thing I liked about the first Crackdown. Now, the thing I didn't like about the first Crackdown is that the story was so minimal. It was hot garbage. I was like, there's not enough story. They could have tried a little bit harder, but that game wasn't, the game was about really just blowing stuff up and all the crazy physics and collecting orbs. That's all the game was. And this is the same, but they actually added a layer of actual story that's like, oh, okay, this is better. And then they have the agent commissioner dude, whatever his name, agent, blah blah blah, that guy. And then there's another lady, who her name is Echo. Her name's Echo. I forgot what her actual character's name is, but they call her Echo. And so Echo's there, and they're both talking back and forth, and she's talking most of the time, and then the other guys just say, "Oh yeah, I like that," and boom, bam, kaboom. He says all kind of random stuff whenever you blow up stuff, which is cool. But sometimes it repeats if you do. I guess if you do the same thing over and over, yeah. But yeah, they give you little hints, and it's a little bit more. I'd say that the world feels a little bit more alive, even though it doesn't look like ooh. And that's the thing. I'll get into it now. These mother flower reviewers talking about, oh, this game looks like this and that. It looks so plain. It looks empty. It looks sterile. The game, first of all, you have to realize what type of game this is. Now, reviewers, right, who work for big companies that have a lot of money, who are backed by these giant multi-billion-dollar corporations, should know better. Should know that this is a game that's this type of game. What's happening in the industry, I believe, is that everyone is gauging, or everyone is grading, or everyone is posing every game that comes out since God of War, let's just say, against God of War. So you're like, hey, Crackdown, it ain't as good as God of War. It's not as realistic as God of War. The trees aren't as pretty. The graphics aren't as... I'm like, y'all don't do that to Nintendo. Y'all don't say, yo, Link doesn't look as good as God of War. Y'all don't do that. So why are you doing it with Xbox? That's my question. And Phil Spencer was on shows. He was like, everybody's like, hey, what's up with Crackdown? It's like, hey, it's Crackdown. Y'all like the first Crackdown? He didn't even say the second Crackdown because it's a piece of hot garbage. He's like, y'all like the first original Crackdown? This is more of that. And that's exactly what it is. Exactly. But all these people have heightened expectations of every game is gonna be like God of War or better. Y'all better be prepared for God of War 2, which is inevitably to be coming out. Y'all better hope that game is as good as the first one. First, I'm gonna say it's a good game. I'm gonna say it'll be a good game. But second, I'm gonna say that it's not gonna be as good as the first game because it's not the first game. Meaning, you get that shock and awe of like, oh snap, this is like different. This ain't regular God of War. This is like special. But the second one, not special no more. You already seen you seen the magic trick. You seen that. You saw the show already. So you go to see the show again. You're like, oh yeah, I see the show. I see the show. I'm waiting for the new jokes. I'm waiting for the new tricks. I seen them tricks before. I want some new stuff. So the challenge for the developer is to make God of War 2 as impactful as the first God of War was when it came out. It's like, boom, check out God of War now. And then you come up with the second one, it's like, boom, just more God of War. You know what I'm saying? Is that what God of War 2 is going to be? I think people think that it's going to be another coming of Christ again, which it ain't. It's just going to be another God of War. You know what I'm saying? And that's the problem. And that ties into the Lego Movie. Lego Movie 2, the second part, whatever it's called, right? It's great. If you didn't see the first Lego Movie and you saw this movie, you're like, oh my God, this is the best movie ever. It's kind of literally the same as the first movie, except instead of Will Ferrell and his son, it's the son and his little sister. It's the same movie. The little sister, except the difference is the little sister wants to play with the big brother, right? Big brother's like, no man, why you always take my toys, blah blah blah, and that plays out with the Lego universes. And I was like, okay, that's clever, but this was done before in the last movie, exactly the same. So it didn't have the same impact. When I saw it, I was like, okay, it's cool. They got better songs and stuff like that, but it didn't have that first impact. Like, boom, is Lego. Then, oh snap, there's a whole nother layer outside with the humans, and this is crazy. The second movie lost that. The second God of War is gonna lose that. Crackdown 3 kind of got that too. Not really, because if you look at Crackdown versus Crackdown 3, Crackdown 3 is way better in every respect. The music's better, graphics, animation, and I'm gonna say the character models. The one thing I do not like about Crackdown 3 are the driving controls are hard. I'm like, oh man, y'all needed some better. Y'all needed the Forza team on this one, because I understand it's futuristic. Oops, I just lost my ears. I understand it's futuristic. You know, I understand that. We got the yes we can pace. I understand that we have the spider bot. That's crazy. I mean, you could climb on walls and drive on walls, but it's crazy difficult to control. All right, so let's see here. Let me do this real quick. I always forget to do this. I always forget to do. Oh, there we go. Boop and a boop. Oops, too dark. You're too dark, my friend. There we go. Click, clack, click, click, clack, click, clack. Pace in chat says, can we talk about Crackdown 3 reviews? Let's just play Crackdown 1, Jeff Gerstmann. Billy, okay, 6 years development for 60, even Last Guardian did better. Aren't people bummed more because all the big deal disruptability turned out to be worse than 2009 Red Faction game? Not really about GOW. Huh? God of War? Got Gears of War? I don't know. Yeah, well, they did something wrong. They did something bad. Microsoft, that is. They said, hey, look, they did to Sony, basically. They said, hey, look how cool our game is. Too early. Before they could actually make that happen. I did play Wrecking Zone, and it's fun. It's hectic. It's weird because I never played a multiplayer game like that, where it's just hectic, your character's kind of small, and you're just flying. You're like, okay, people are shooting me from like way, way up. There's no other game that has that verticality. Both on the multiplayer and the single player. So, Jeff Gerstmann says just play the first one. No, he's wrong. I usually agree with those guys, but he's wrong. You could play the first one and have less fun because the first one is not as good as Crackdown 3. Period. I mean, period. If you have Game Pass, you have no excuse. You should play it. If you want to play a Crackdown game, Crackdown 3 is the one to play. I'm just saying. Last Guardian 82 Metacritic. First of all, Last Guardian 82 Metacritic, that's a little high. Honestly, you seen what the Last Guardian is. I watched that whole game from start to finish. I was like, you know what? I don't need to play this, even though I don't have a PlayStation 4. Don't want a PlayStation 4. This game doesn't make me want to buy a PlayStation 4. Let me just watch it, because most PlayStation games are really about the graphics. Oh, look how pretty it is. Look at the techniques of the samplings and the checkerboard. Look how pretty our God of War looks. So I'll just watch it. Single player anyway. It's not like I'm missing out on any multiplayer things here. Last Guardian, is that multiplayer? Niet. God of War, is that Nope. So, do I even have to play it? I could if I wanted to, but honestly, it's not like I'm gonna go watch some Apex Legends. No, you gotta play Apex Legends because that's fun. That's fun right there. And Crackdown is a single player, but you can play co-op. So that's the difference. And people were crying, oh, there's no multiplayer, the multiplayer. Man, shut the hell up and play co-op. Don't you have friends? I think obviously it's at least 2-player. I don't know if I think it is 4-player co-op because they showed the trailer. So yeah, 4-player co-op, man, that should be fun. I'm sorry. Sorry, you guys typing so fast. Power of TJR, cloud my ass. TJR. Microsoft effing lied, flat out lied. Oh, like how Sony lied, how Killzone, Shadowfall. Remember that lie? Remember the lie that they're still telling about? Oh, it's real hard to do crossplay. We're trying to. Oh, we gotta save the children because crossplay is dangerous. Fucking don't tell me about lying. You trying to catch Microsoft in the lie, and your boy's been lying since 2005, 6. Sorry. Jeff Gerstmann's not wrong. You're just no. Jeff Gerstmann's wrong. Jeff Gerstmann is butthurt because he thought it would be different. A lot of people have shattered expectations because they think games supposed to be what they think games are in their mind. They're like, oh man, like I was just saying, the next God of War, God of War 2 is gonna be it's gonna be like God of War times 20 million times 1,000. It's gonna be the best game ever. And when God of War 2 comes out and it's not as good as you think it is it gonna get a 70? Is it gonna get a 80? Who knows? Like I just said, Lego Movie, dope. Second one, it's the same thing, should be dope, but I saw the first one. They already dealt their hand. They already showed me the magic trick, so you can't, excuse me. You're reaching back to last. No, because pace. Yes. If you want to play Crackdown 3, I'll just find an old copy of Crackdown 1 is free on the Microsoft Store, so you go find your old copy of Crackdown. While I'm just gonna play the digital copy that they gave to free for everyone. So, and the reason why they did that is like, hey, look, this is free. The new one's out. You got Game Pass? Play it. They smart. They know what they're doing. Crackdown 3 makes me want to smash my Xbox One X with a hammer. Well, go ahead. Have fun. You and your scores. Shadowfall scored better than Crackdown 3. You know why? Well, first you get the Sony bump. You get the PS4 bump because they're like, oh, they're the best. They're the winners. They're in the lead or whatever. I mean, that was from jump because Microsoft sabotaged themselves. So Sony and PS4, they were the heroes. So the heroes always get that heroes bump. You know what I mean? So that's what they got. And then the lies, and then the lawsuit, which Sony lost. Oh, you didn't put that in you didn't write about that in your post. You didn't write right up there. Because I have a screen here that says all the things that you're saying. And I don't see where it says, oh, Sony got sued for the Shadowfall lying. You didn't put that there, Pace. Oh, why not? Oh. Killzone Shadowfall 73. Eek. That's low. How you gonna compare? Because Crackdown 3, I don't even think it's a $60 game. I think they lowered the price on it because they knew, that's not a $60 game. And I would not even pay $60. I'm not that much of a fan to be like, I'm gonna go pay $60 for Crackdown. I don't think so. Not even playing the first Crackdown, knowing what the first Crackdown was, seeing the footage of this new Crackdown 3, and if they said $60 and I didn't have Game Pass, I would not be buying Crackdown. Nope. And plus with the 60 on the Metacritic, but the Metacritic is, like I said, these reviewers, they didn't have access to the rankings. Well, some of them did, but once again, they're saying, oh well, this is what Microsoft said it would be, and that's fine. That's a valid argument, right? But they had to fix it because it obviously wasn't working right. And when they did that, they changed some of the art style. I don't think that. I think they could make it look like how that original thing, because it was kind of, they have like different colors. There's a whole different arena. I'm looking at it. I'm like, that's weird. It's not even in the city. It's like in a different place, So I was like, okay, no. I can't read that because my screen is a little cut off. Let me pull it over here. Oops. Oh, okay, I can do that. I'm all out of touch. Why is this in the way? Oh. No, it's the reviewers who are wrong. Oh. Crackdown 3 is so bad, I'm going to cancel my Game Pass subscription early and find it fills a copy of Crackdown 3. Good! Go ahead, Pace. Go ahead and cancel your Crackdown. Meanwhile, I'll be playing Gears of War 5 when that comes out, baby. That's going to be hotness. Where's Scalebound? Where's all the other games? Where's the games that... I'm sorry, where's the studios that Sony closed down? Where is... what's that studio called? Man, Psygnosis. Where's Psygnosis, Pace? If you can answer to me the answer that is the answer. Where Psygnosis is. If you don't know what Psygnosis is, then then just stop talking. Where's Psygnosis? That's the question. You asked me where's Scalebound. Where's Psygnosis? A whole studio versus one game. And I'm gonna tell you about what happened with Scalebound. Platinum was bullshitting with Microsoft's money, and Microsoft was like, yo, y'all are bullshitting with our money. Y'all's fired. That's what happened. Microsoft put the smackdown on Platinum because they were bullshitting, and they were over there building Nier Automata and all that other stuff instead of, doing what they were paid to do. And that's why they got... Why would Platinum Games... Platinum Games know how to make games. Why would they get fired from a studio from a publisher if they weren't doing their job right. You know what I mean? They know how to make games. They were bullshit. They were bullshitting. They were double dip. You know what I'm saying? They were dipping into this basket, sprinkling over here and near. That's why they got fired. That's where Scalebound is. You want to blame somebody for Scalebound? Blame Platinum. Period. Do your job. You won't get fired. New Fable, that's coming. That's coming. You gotta have patience. I mean, we got 13 studios. I think we have one more than Sony, if I'm not mistaken. Or we have the same. I think it's 14. I heard 13. It might be, I don't know. You know, whatever. Kajito! It takes BS to CBS. I don't know what that means. Yeah, they lowered the price to 0 or 1 a month. You just got done telling us that all the reviews are wrong. I'm not saying all the reviews are wrong. I'm saying that most of the reviewers have a tilted skew of reality. They're thinking that Crackdown is a game that it isn't. They're like, oh no, Madden isn't as realistic as real football. Like, yeah, because it's a stupid game. It's not ever gonna be that way. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna feel the tackle, and that ain't time soon. So when you have unrealistic expectations about games, I can't even talk. When you have unrealistic expectations about games, then, you know, Sony is to blame in that they're not to blame. That's the wrong way to say it. They are part of this whole situation. Why the industry is in the way. Because they're like, oh, and it's good that they're doing it, that they're making quality games, but they're only making a certain type of game. They're only making like a third person, super cinematic, super pretty, blah, 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 story-heavy game, right? So now the conditioning is happening, right? A lot of gamers are like, yo, God of War, yo, Last of Us Part 2, yo. All the Sony games that are coming out, basically. That's what they think good games are. Or that's what they think the best games, triple, quadruple, or whatever. That's what fun is. But that's not what fun is. You know what I'm saying? Fun is subjective. Also, Crackdown 3 is an arcade game, basically. It's an open world, sandbox, physics-heavy arcade game. It's not God of War. It's not The Last Guardian. It's probably better than... It's probably more fun than The Last Guardian. It might be more fun than God of War. Depends on what your idea of fun is. I've spent hours and hours sitting there playing Crackdown. And it's like... It's one thing after another. He's like, oh, there's an orb. Oh, I'm going to shoot this fool. Then you hit it. Nope. It's like Pavlov's dog. The switches, hitting switches. You're like, oh, I hear the sound. Where's the orb? I get the hidden orbs. I get the agility orbs. You know what I'm saying? I'm punching fools to get my strength up. Level 3. Doing all those things because it's super arcadey. When's the last super arcadey game that you bought, that was higher than hot garbage, like cell phone game? You know what I'm saying? They don't make those type of games anymore. And they should, actually. Because Crackdown 3 is a good example of a game that shouldn't be $60, but it is a good thing to have for the enticement of a service like Game Pass. Like if Sony had something comparable, which they should, but they don't, then they could make games, little smaller games, not quicker, but smaller, more arcadey games that are just, you know... Or those like a free-to-play mode, like Apex Legends. Like if Sony had their own Apex Legends, then they could pimp that on whatever service if they had a service that was worth pimping. But they don't. I'm sorry. I'm slowing behind. Dang. No. That was just an example. But what's the Sony lineup? You got two games until forever. You got Last of Us and Days Gone. 2 of the same game. Yeah, okay, that's good. I'll take 29 Forza Horizons over whatever hot garbage they're there. And they keep showing The Last of Us 2. I don't know how good that game's gonna be. I mean, it'll be good. Let's not, come on. The best part of the first one was the ending where Joel was like, and she was like, bloop, bloop. And I was like, oh, that's messed up. And I think what happens, there'll be a prelogue. And Ellie's gonna be just cold murder that fool. She's like, I don't like you no more, old man. Or something. I don't know. Crackdown 3. I don't think it's unrealistic to think Crackdown might have evolved. Ha ha ha. Yes, that's what I said. I just said that. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm behind. I'm behind. No, they didn't. They didn't shit the bed on Crackdown 3. I think they probably they probably put too much money into it. As far as they spent too much money into Crackdown 3, I think, because they had to prove that this technology worked. So on one hand, Crackdown 3 is an arcade game. I played one game of Wrecking Zone, and I was like, okay, I get what it is. I don't need to play this. But I've been playing hours, at least 10 hours of the campaign. And what Crackdown 3 represents is, a sequel to Crackdown over there. But the Wrecking Zone is a proof of concept. It's a prototype, if you will. Not the game, but a game prototype for this cloud integration to actually work and to see how it works, basically. Like it's one thing to give us a video saying, hey, this is how it works on the cloud and stuff. Another thing is to actually play a game with how many other teams were there? I forget how many. It was 2 teams. I think it was 5-on-5. I think it was. I'm not sure. I can't remember. But I was like, okay, all right, let's do this. It's hectic. I don't know how anybody gets good at that, but it's crazy. You gotta. I mean, actually, I'll admit that I didn't know all the movement yet because I didn't level up that much, so I didn't know like the super punch and all that stuff with the ground pound. I didn't know how to do any of that stuff because I don't remember it from the first Crackdown because that's so long ago, like you said. Astrobot Rescue Mission. Here's the thing. Astrobot Rescue Mission, it's good, but once again, yeah. It's a cute little platformer. Everybody's like, oh, Astrobot, take VR away. Is Astrobot Rescue Mission, whatever it's called, is it really that good of a game, or is it's good because it's Sony? You know what I'm saying? That's my question. I don't know. I want to know the answer. I'm looking at it. I'm like, it's fine. It's cool. Yeah, it's good. Okay, sure. But oh my gosh, and you're saying it's the best VR game. This is why VR exists. I'm like, yeah, you're not convincing me. I'm sorry. That's not enough. you try some of me on VR, PSVR in particular. Nah, sorry, niet. How long before Microsoft shuts down the guys that make Crackdown 3? That's Sumo Digital. They don't even own Sumo Digital. Come on, pace. I wish that you would. I'm not gonna say it. Anyway, take nothing away from Crackdown 3 and it's still hot garbage. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that sentence means. Take VR away and Astrobot exactly what you're telling Sony to do makes my right. So, but that doesn't answer the question, Billy. The question is Astrobot that good? I know it has the VR hype for the most part, but if you take VR away, where does it land in the games? Where does it stack up against God of War? Is it better than Crackdown 3? For real. You know what I'm saying? As just a game. That's the question. I'm having fun with Crackdown. So, I mean, fun, like the level of fun is kind of similar to, not equal to, but similar to like Forza Horizon where you're just driving around and but Crackdown is like a totally different game. I think there are some issues with Crackdown as far as, I think they could have improved the animation. Well, not improved, but changed it so that it felt a little more this gen. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the one thing that makes Crackdown 3 feel like Crackdown 2 is that the animation is pretty similar to the first one. Like when they jump and you're like, and all that stuff. That's one thing I think, yeah, they could have improved on. As far as the camera's okay. I think it could be closer at times because the graphics are really good. Like how it's like if you see like the graphics are really good. It's weird. Sorry. Yes, I am having fun with Crackdown 3. I'm gonna go play some more tonight. Telling you, I'm finishing that. I'm already. This is how far I'm at Crackdown. I finished let's see. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, nine. No, wait. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 bosses, lieutenants, and then the main boss, the lady. I've killed 8. Wait, I think there's more. I can't remember. Opti, what's up? You Xbox fans better keep Microsoft in check. If that thing catches on, you're going to have a lot of games that have to connect to the internet. Kaijuda, what year are you living in? Every game connects to the internet. You want to go play Gran Turismo Sport? You want to change delivery? You want to put a sticker on your car in Gran Turismo Sport? Guess what you got to do? Internet. You have to go on the internet to do that. You can't even do it offline. I'm like, how the hell? Dang, son, that's messed up. Wait a second. The question was, sorry. Yes, I'm changing the subject because people are saying stuff and I'm just reacting to it. Sorry. The question was, does Sony make non-cinematic games? And it does. Sure. Name them. I mean, Astrobot is one. So we have one. So where are the other ones? Where are the other ones we're talking about? Where are they? Where? So they're all VR games. That's what you're saying, Billy? Are you saying that all the games that Sony makes that aren't cinematic are all VR games? Is that what you're saying? I'm not getting VR. Not getting the wackest VR out on the planet. First time. Because a lot of gamers... because a lot of game reviewers did it. Whoa. Crackdown 3 feel like Crackdown because it looks like Crackdown. I'd never play Crackdown 2. I don't care if it's a flop or not because I didn't make the game. So it's probably gonna lose money. But like I said, it's a grand experiment on this cloud tech, which they need to do. Please chat on topic. Who cares? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Tell them, Pace. Astrobot, Playlink, MLB, Dreams. That's another one that's gonna be a hot flat. Like I'm thinking, like Nintendo got it on lock. They got Super Mario Maker 2 coming out for the Switch. Dreams has not a chance in the world. Mario Maker 2 is gonna let's do this. Mario Maker 2 versus Dreams. Mario Maker 2 is going to kill it versus Dreams is cool. It's a cool tool, but it's not a product that it's like, build your own car. So you go to Cadillac or you go to Mercedes and they say, hey, you want to build your own car? Yeah, sure. And then you go and then they ship all the parts to your house and say, here's your car. You go build it. Have fun building your car. Like, yeah, I don't know how to build. We made it easy. We put the labels on it. You just put the step A and then you put it's easy. It's like, oh, okay, there's instruction. Okay, all right, cool. And some of the parts are even pre-assembled. The dashboard's all here. You gotta do is put it in and plug it in. It's like, oh, okay. Do you want to sit there and build your car? I don't think so. Just want to play with your car. You just want to drive. Most people want to play games. Most people don't want to build games. That's the problem with these games that are these are basically game studio makers or game engines. The game engine, that's what they should call it. Not Dreams. Call it Sony's game engine. Sony's PS4 game engine game. That's what they should call it. They're going to say Marvel's PS4 Spider-Man, whatever the hell they call it. Call it Sony's PS4 game player maker game. Make it the game. Make it a game. Sorry. Pace says, SG, someone is gonna make Crackdown 3 in Dreams, and it's gonna be better than. No, see, here's the thing about Dreams that I don't think you guys realize. I saw the there's the mixer doing that again. Oh, I think it might be my mic. Hold on one second. It's still messing up. Come on. My bad. Sorry. My microphone feels. Well, I'm trying to go through. I'm trying to force my way through this. But I don't care if Crackdown's a flop. Dreams. Oh my god, that's gonna be such a flop. I didn't. Wait a second. I said that games like Dreams don't do well, and also Mario Maker's gonna kill it. I didn't say Dreams is gonna be a flop. You're extrapolating. I didn't even say that. What I'm saying is that Mario Maker is gonna be better. It's gonna do better. It's gonna perform better. As far as sales go, and as far as how people play games, they don't want to go and build a game. They want to play a game that people build. There's more game players than there are builders. That's the problem with those type of games. Except Mario Maker it has the nostalgia factor. It's simple. It's a 2D game. It's not as complicated as something like Dreams, and that's what it is. And here's the thing. I saw what was the Kojima thing with the whatever that was the hallway game. They did that in Dreams. They did Dead Space in Dreams. They did I think they did Mario in Dreams. They did all these games in Dreams, right? And I watched every single one of them. And I was looking at them. I was like, okay. If you see a screenshot, then you're like, oh, that looks dope. That looks just like it, right? You see a gameplay, you're like, oh, hold up. Like when Mario hits the brick, there's no coin animation or this. It's like, wait, can't you just do an animation for? No, I guess they can't. I don't know. It's weird, and it's not as good. They can't. Dreams can't even do Mario. The first Mario, Super Mario Bros. They can't even do that. So how's that supposed to impress me? If they did Mario exactly, if they could do Mario exactly, which I don't think is very hard, but I could open up Game Maker and probably do Mario. It's better than Dreams. Just saying. That's the thing. And you guys are like, oh, it's gonna be so good. It's great. Did you see all these games they're making in Dreams? I'm like, yeah, okay. Dead Space looked kind of crappy. I ain't gonna lie. I was looking at it. I was like, yeah, that looks like a Wii U game or something. Nah, that looks like a Wii game. That's not a high resolution Wii game. Muddy ass textures and stuff. But that's, I'm just saying, a simple game like Mario, they couldn't do it like from the one little, and then of course the jump was off. The jump was floaty because all the Media Molecules games have floaty jumps. So you can't. That's the thing. If you're gonna try to make Mario, the jump is the number one most important thing. The jump and the acceleration of the character, acceleration, deceleration. Those are the things that make Mario Mario. And they couldn't get the jump and the animation. Anyway, I'm sorry. Cause you lives in 2002. I'm talking about always online. I'll make it worse. It will make it worse. Games should always have an offline component. Little Planet was dope. Manny loved it and played it. It's so great. That's good. I hope Dreams does better than that. SG Dreams will score better than Crackdown 3. Want to bet on it? I'm sure it will. Like I said, it has the PlayStation 4 push. Every PlayStation 4 game will most likely score better than Crackdown. Unless it's hot garbage. Unless it's broken. Unless it's something. And I can't fix this poppings peoples. Sorry about that. How did I fix it before? Hold on a second. Let me do something real quick. What was that? Boop. So, question, Billy. There he is, still back. Dreams looks incredible. Why does it look? You heard what you said? Looks incredible. It's all about those graphics, right? But how's it play? Jeez. How's it play? We have proof. We have what is it? We have a history of Media Molecule making games that are floaty. I think it's this microphone. Let me see if I can grab this other mic. Let me see if I can grab this other mic. Oh. Let's try this. Oh, I could have just unplugged the mic here. I'm such an idiot. Hold on a second. Yes. Yes. It is the microphone, microphone. And now I need a microphone holder. What do I do with my microphone holders? I guess I'm gonna hold it. No, I'm not gonna hold it. Hold on. I gotta find. Let me find my my thing. I'll just take it off here. Ugh. So, sorry. I didn't say that. Pace. You need to go back, get another pair of Crocs, talk to the girl named Stephanie, alright? And get some common sense. And say that. Okay, I did say that. But my point is that Sony gets the Sony push. Sony gets the. Let's see if I can do this right. Sony gets the. They get the push. You know, it's the winners thing. It's the we're in the lead, so yeah, we're the best and all that stuff. So I guess I'll have to just switch microphones every time I want to do this. Crocs hype. Have fun watching the Americans. So, like I said, Crackdown 3 is a very good game. Very arcadey, very much fun. If you watch the Funhouse guys, they said it was fun. You know, but all these other people who want to be on the good side of the media, the fans, and also who want to be contrarian, or not contrarian, actually. Or who want to be on the side of let's hate everything Microsoft does, because that's been an actual narrative for a long time. That's been people have hated Microsoft forever. So this is even just more excuses, more reasons to hate them. Billy says maybe Sony's press is better because Sony's product is better, kind of like how the Yankees get better press than the Marlins. Sony's product is better. PlayStation 4 is a better video game console than Xbox One X. The Pro is better than the X. Is that what you're saying? I don't think so. I don't think that. It's like saying, ooh, this Hyundai is better than this Mercedes because I put better gas in it. That's what you're saying, Billy. That's not how that works. You know how that works. That's not how it works. As far as press, their press isn't better. What happened in 2013. So they have, 6 years of momentum. If it was ground zero and Sony's pulling this cross-play stuff and Fortnite and beta and all that, hell no, they couldn't get. If they pulled that in 2013, they couldn't get away with it. If they pull it in 2020, they're not gonna get away with it. Cause people be like, nah, son, and they have to make the PS5 back. They have to make PS5 backwards compatible. They have to. It's like they don't even have a choice. They have such little choice that they're putting out patents for backwards compatibility. Like, okay, do you really need to? Mark Sony's like, we're doing a special way where when you put in the game, it makes it automatically better. It's like, yeah, you know the X does that already, right? No, but the way we're doing it. Oh, I'm sorry. I gotta talk like sir. But the way we're doing it, it's way better. You guys know. Sony, the way that we're doing it, Sony, it's way different. But the X does that. What you're saying is that's already existing though. But we're doing the patent. I'm like, okay. Better games, better console. Sorry, better like next gen. Next gen's tomorrow, if you didn't know. So, Sony's about to get evicted. Is that a good analogy? A metaphor? Not an analogy. Is that a good metaphor? Sony about to get evicted. Sony didn't do their homework. That's the problem with what's coming up, like PS5. The same thing Microsoft did in 2013. They're like, oh, we're the best. We number one. We're just going to ride this wave into the future. Same thing Sony doing. They're going to make a PS5 that has all this VR stuff integrated. Connect anyone. Which I would say, probably increase the cost of the console more than it should be if they're going to have all that stuff integrated. So, I think Crackdown 3 broke No, Crackdown 3 is good. It's fun. Sorry. Look, if you guys don't like have fun playing games, sure. Then don't have fun. Be serious with your dramas, your cinematic drama games. Meanwhile, I'm just gonna shoot fools, and I'm gonna have Echo in my ear, be like, yo, man. I forget. I think she's I think she is Middle Eastern, I believe, or maybe Indian. I'm not sure exactly what she is. She's brown. She's definitely brown, but I'm not too sure what flavor brown. You know what I mean? So I was like, oh, okay. They got some diversity up in her. And then all the agents like, with the diversity. But like I said, the driving, man, I used to love the driving in the first game, but this driving is a little, There's certain things they could have improved. They could have improved. And I would agree with anyone who's circling around those things. But if you say the game isn't fun, then you're lying. If you're saying the game doesn't look better than the first or second game, you're lying, because the first and second game weren't in 4K, first of all. And also, I don't know if you guys realize this, and I don't know if it actually happens in the first game, but as you get closer to the game, as you get closer to the character, there is an outline. There's a black outline silhouette, kind of like a comic book, whatever, lines. But it's only around the outside of the character, and as you get closer, the line doesn't get bigger. It just stays the same, basically. So if you're super close, there basically is no line. It kind of disappears. So, and the graphics are really good compared to the first game. Way better. And all the effects and all the particle effects and stuff, explosions, crazy. It's like Destiny. You know, you're playing Destiny, like blah, 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 you see all the explosions, sparks and stuff. That's what Crackdown's kind of like. I'm like, okay, that's all right. Okay. And I haven't had any slowdown, any skips. No, it's good. Yeah. So, I mean, like I said, I would agree with some of the criticizations. More on the control and animation stuff. But it's still fun. It's still like from kind of not scene to scene, but encounter to encounter. It's like, okay, yeah, let me pick up this car. Zoom, throw a car at somebody. Like, oh, okay, yeah, just pick up. And there's a matter duplicator. So say if you pick up a car, you could duplicate the car, right? And you throw the car. And then you press the RB button again, you just duplicate the car again. And you just got unlimited cars thrown at fools. I'm like, okay, that's all right there. But the only thing about that is you're going to have 3 in a row. So I'm like, but if whatever you could pick up, you could throw and duplicate. Shoot, I picked up this like power thing that explodes with energy. And I was like, yep, I'm duplicating this. Zoom, I duplicated it. And that was like my grenade, basically, because that's what that slot is the grenade. It's the grenade slot. It's the health dome slot and the jump pad slot. The jump pad, I'll probably, like, when I finish the campaign, I'm gonna go back and get all the orbs, and I'll use the jump pad for that. But I'm not using it too much. The jump pad. I used the health dome one time, like in one kind of play session. I was like, I don't really need it, and I'd rather have a grenade or the matter duplicated. Matter duplicated is fucking, that's dope. That's a good thing. I didn't get there's a black hole gun. I don't even know if the black hole gun exists anymore, because I remember seeing that, but I haven't run into the black hole gun, so I gotta find that one. I hope it's still in the game. That look kind of dope. Sorry. You know nothing about the current state of VR. I know that Sony's making a new VR that will not be compatible with the PlayStation 4, and the PlayStation 4 VR will not be compatible with the PlayStation 5 VR, according to the rumors. So that's what I know. Sony isn't going to make the PS5 with VR hardware. Okay, this is what they're doing, Kajiro. You didn't hear what I said. They're making the PlayStation 5 not have to have a breakout box for the VR. So all you need is the headset and not another additional piece of hardware to plug into your VR, into your PlayStation. That's what I'm saying. Meaning that needs to be in the PlayStation 5. That's what I said. Understand words. VR is going to replace the Vita? Yeah. So they're just giving up. They're just like, Nintendo, you won. Let us bend over for your pleasures. That's what they're just giving up. That's what Sony's doing. I thought Sony was the best. They let little old Nintendo just smack them up with a 720p control, the 720p handheld. Come on, Sony. I thought y'all were better than that. I didn't finish it. They're going to do a standalone VR headset It's going to connect together, which makes it optional. I didn't. Why don't you understand when I say stuff, Kaijudo? Because I said they're making the hardware as far as what you need to push a VR in the system. The breakout box is going to be inside the PS5. You won't need a breakout box on the next VR. That's what I said. If you didn't understand what I said, sorry. Reading comprehension, riff. Riff fundamental. Or listening is lift. Listening is fundamental. I'm just saying. I want to see PlayStation 5 use the tech the Wii U did for the first Wii U controller for the PSV. What's that? What tech did the Wii U do that was better than what Sony's doing? Because the Wii U was just oh, you know what? Yeah. You mean like shooting the image to the headset? That might work. There has to be something better than what PSVR is now, and like all the other VR stuff. Like I said, it's gonna be inside out tracking. You know, that's already there. That's already existing. So I think a lot of people, everybody's gonna kind of jump on board with inside out, so you don't have to have cameras and satellites and all that stuff. That's just extra credit. It's extra work. It's extra bullshit. Extra hot garbage. So I think that's what happened. That's what will happen. Rendering the PlayStation VR version 1 useless on the PlayStation 5. Unless they say, oh yeah, you could plug in your old ass PlayStation VR if you got it in the PlayStation 5. It'll work. But it's kind of hot garbage. The screen's not as good. So, you know. That's... But if they do wireless, then there's going to be more latency as far as beaming the signal to the headset. So I don't know. Yeah, that's a latency game with the VR. So with VR. DJ Zana? What the heck? Who the heck is that? Who the heck is that? Long time listener since AGI. Oh, okay. Good. Hello, DJ Zana. DJ Zana. I don't know how you say your name, so I'm gonna just say DJ Zana. But yeah, appreciate you hanging out or coming in. I don't know if you're listening to the show, but Pace, you tell him to listen to the show, even though you guys hate me. Tell him anyway, because it's better than the bleep bloops and the bloop the blobs that's usually on the show. Maybe. Damn, I think Kaijudo left Twitch because I was yelling at him. Sorry. I didn't mean to be mean, but I was. So I guess I did. So what time? Oh man, 7:56 already? Dang, son. Hours fly. I was gotta do some music. Well, maybe I'll go a little bit longer on the talk stuff. So Crackdown 3 is good. It's not the best game, but it's good. It's fun. If you guys want to have fun, play Crackdown 3 because it's a fun game. If you're stressed out for playing all these dramatic games on PlayStation, go play Crackdown 3. Just have some fun, blow some stuff up. Just saying. And you can play co-op, 4-player co-op. Man, I gotta do that. I gotta play co-op with somebody. I think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna get in a co-op game, see how that works. I gotta try out all the different things. Co-op might be dope. Although that might be I might have to create a new world with that. The cool thing about Crackdown 3 is that the way that they organize the character progression, it's like everything's separate. So you have character progression, you have world progression, and I think you have different save states for each of them. So you can have multiple characters with multiple, levels or whatever. And then you can have multiple world states, like, if you just started or if you finished the whole game, you can have that, and you have the multiple. And so you can pick whatever agent you want at whatever level, and then you can pick which world you want. And I'm like, oh, you know what? It sounds convoluted, but it's actually smart. That way, it gives you options to play with how you want to play. I was originally DS Master 25 on calls back when this game was a thing in the show. No, it's not that bad. Don't listen to Billy and don't listen to Pace. If you have an Xbox One, just get Game Pass and try it for $1 or whatever and play it. It's like Crackdown, except better. Not a whole bunch better, but it's definitely better. Because trust me, I was like, Crackdown, there's something here, but I don't like a lot of this. I don't. But and then the new one, it's like, it just looks so pretty, and it plays good. It's good. What was I gonna say? I don't ever go to what they're saying. Oh, I sound like Echo for a second. But yes, Crackdown. It's not as bad as people are saying, and I'm not disappointed because I had no expectations. See? And that's coming back around to the discussion that I was having with myself. Whereas a lot of these games that Sony's making are raising the bar, not just for everyone else, but for themselves. And God of War is the high watermark right now. Even if God of War 2 is better, technically better, it's not going to get as much of a, oh man, it's so much better because God of War is God of War. So they would have to like really do something drastically different as far as gameplay mechanics. I mean, is it gonna have the same act like doom, right? It's gonna have two doom. I mean, what are you gonna do? What can you do? Because one of the things I heard people saying like, oh man, God of War is so good when that axe comes back and it booms back in his hand. It's so good. Oh man, it's so good. I'm like, okay. So what's the next evolution of just that little aspect of the game? What is the ideas? What ideas do you have? Like, what can they do to, like, all his weapons? He has an axe and a hammer and maybe his bow and a boomerang? Nah, that's kind of dumb. Maybe he has like Crackdown 3 powers where he can just mag lev and attach things and suck them to him because he's got magic powers. Like, zoom, give me the mountain when he throws a mountain at him. Ooh, give me the tree, and he throws a tree on somebody. I don't know. Don't know. Hey, DJ Zena. I mean, DS Master 25. Don't listen to these guys. Play it for yourself, and then you'll see the truth. The truth is these guys are hating. They're hating. Talk about me hating. Oh, I'm hating on Sony. Nah, y'all hating on Microsoft. Sorry. And then you're following, you're a bunch of sheeple following the reviewers said it was bad, so it must be bad. I have to listen to them because they know the best. They know how to make computers, right? On The Verge, they build computers the best. Come on, son. They're just people who just happen to work in the industry. And some of those people actually don't, I mean, and Jeff Gershman is very critical. So he expected more, of course. His expectations were so high because he likes arcadey type of games. But, whatever. I mean, I have to listen to what he says about it, but I do agree that there could have been improvements to it, but it's still good. I know there's more than an axe in God of War case. He gets the stupid chains of fire thing, whatever the hell those blades of fire from the other games. That's why he has the wrappy bandages, and then it's just falling. Oh, you see the marks. Oh, Kratos. Oh, you have such a past, Kratos. Are they ever gonna acknowledge that he was just boning like crazy? He should have more than one son. That's what I'm saying. He was just bang, bang, bang. Come on, son. He was banging so hard that the vases were falling off the thing, and they were like, ah! And there was two of them, so he double. You know what? They should have the next God of War, and then it's Atreus, that's his name, right? And Kratos, right? And he's like, and Atreus is a little bit older, right? And he's like, he's got a girlfriend or whatever, and he knows what's up. He knows about the birds and the bees, right? And Kratos is there. He's a little bit older, but he's still. And then all of Kratos's illegitimate children from all the other games come back, and they want revenge because he was a deadbeat dad and he wasn't around, and they're all mad, so he's got to fight all his kids back to back to back. And so I haven't played all the God of War, so I don't know how many of those sex scenes that they had with the QTEs. So if you count all of those and how many women there were, I think there's at least 2 in each or something like that, right? So if you do that, I'd be like, all right, you know what? God of War 2 is better. If they put that in the new God of War, I'm down. I'm like, all right, Sony, I ain't got nothing to say. Y'all that's it. Y'all did it. That was the one complaint I had. Y'all just ignored the stuff, but y'all came back with it. Say, yo, I'm a demigod. You my daddy, Kratos. I need to beat you. And he's like, boy, shoot him with the arrow. Okay, daddy. You missed, boy. I'll take care of it. What spoilers? Come on, son. If you haven't played God of War yet, then you're not a real fan of games. No one's hating on Microsoft. Okay, you living in Trump's world, then, because the reality is a lot of people hate on Microsoft. We're just hating on shitty games. Oh, you're talking about you guys here? Nah, you're hating on them. Yeah, you're hating on them because it's not a shit game. There's a lot of shit games on PlayStation. I can't even remember. Was it the Black Tiger thing, Tiger, and then there's another RPG that looks like hot garbage. I'm like, how do these games even come? How do these games even make it on the PlayStation? They're so bad that I'm serious. These are really. I'm not even being like I hate Sony or whatever. If this game was on anything, I'd be like, this is hot. This is the true definition of hot garbage right here. How is this on a console? If it's on Steam, I'm like, all right, that's just hot garbage on Steam, because there's plenty of hot garbage on Steam for real. But this is on the PlayStation, and PlayStation's supposed to have curation because they're like, oh, we don't want no early access. But you see these games, you're like, no, this is before early access. This game right here, the Tiger, Breathe the Tiger, whatever, the Tiger game, and then the other RPG, Jim Sterling did some shows on it. I was like, nah, that can't be a PlayStation. That's not a PlayStation 4 game. And you can say, oh, it's an indie game, but come on, son. That's bad for an indie game. I'm like, y'all out your mind. I thought you were going to listen to Jeff Gershman. No. I do listen to his reviews, though, because he's good. Please, that's barely a spoiler. Barely. I mean, I can tell you the end of the game. All right, so Kratos, they go to the mountain, they chugga ashes, and then they go back home, and then they... You want some more? I'll give you some more. I saw the cinematic. I don't need to play the game. What else had happened? And then, what's the dude's name that he was fighting before? He was in it at the end, and then the lady was there, and then these other two dudes came, and then they took a nap. No, they took a nap, and then the two dudes came. See, I'm telling all of y'all the game. That's how it ends. Two dudes come, and they're like, what's up? Kratos like, and then it's like, dun, 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 and it's the end. And then the next game would be, that's the fight. The first part of the next game, God of War 2, fight the two dudes. That's what it is. And I would assume it's still going to be in Norse mythology. Unless they mix and match. I think that's what they were doing when they went into that cave of wonders where they had all the paintings and stuff on the wall. They're like, oh, this is that. And look at the history. The world building room. I think that's what it was. But, whatever. I guess we'll see. I think God of War 2 will be good. But like I said, that new game smell, that new car smell is worn off. So they got to bring it. You know what I mean? It's hard. Like, when you're making games, here's the thing. The way that Sony's making games is like, it's like movies. So, like, Avengers come out, like, oh, okay, that's cool. Then the next one, Winter Soldier, comes out. I'm like, oh, that's better. They got better directors, because the first Avengers was directed by Josh Whedon. I remembered. And the second director was the Russo brothers. Second Avengers was the Russo brothers. The second Avengers, Captain I'm mixing things up. So, Captain America. Captain America, first one was directed by Joe Johnston. And then he did Jumanji, and he did a lot of movies. Rocketeer. He used to be special effects guy and Star Wars. I think he was doing Star Wars and stuff. Anyway. So Joe Johnston did the first one, and then the Russo brothers did Captain America, Winter Soldier, which was the best Marvel movie until Infinity War. I'm going to say that. That's what I'm going to say. I'm going to say Black Panther was there for a second, but Infinity War knocked it out. Infinity War was directed by the Russo brothers. So, the thing is, it's like, let's just take Captain America first. Like, Captain America, First Avenger versus Captain America, Winter Soldier. The first one is good. All right, yeah. Second one, oh, it's way better because the action was better. So what Sony has to do, because they're making these cinematic, heavy story games, they have to go deep in these characters. They have to go deep in the story. If the story isn't as good, is a lot more involved in a game like God of War, a sequel to a God of War, than it was like back in the day. Because the first God of War was like arcadey. Sure, there was a story there, but it was mainly about just slashing all the blood and stuff, right? So that's all the games were. And then the story would just kind of progress and change the scenario. So I was like, all right, cool, yeah. And then it was really about the spectacle, you know. And the same thing applies to the new God of War as well. The spectacle when you're fighting the trolls, or you're fighting or even just the World Serpent, which he's not a bad guy, but he's still the spectacle of the size and all that stuff. And then I think there's a dragon in there and other stuff. So those spectacle, you're like, okay, they can do more. Of course they could do more. So they will do more. Maybe there'll be an underwater fight or something, or I don't. There might have been one. You know, so there's things that they can do for God of War in that respect to have bigger spectacle. You know, just more grand spectacle fights. So that's one thing they need to do. More, bigger, better, badder spectacle type fights. 2, the characters need to be written well. I mean, I think the voice acting is fine. I guess I would say the progression of the characters, or the evolution, not the evolution of the characters within the world there needs to be more than just Kratos is there trying to be a good dad, quote unquote, or a dad, and calling his son boy all the time. It has to be more than that. Even though that was the charm of it, that was the thing that people related to it, like dads related if they had sons. They could relate to it. Like, oh yeah, I got a son. Dad. I call him boy. Yeah, okay. But there needs to be more. So what can they do? What other trick can they give us that will be greater than or equal to the boy? What can they do? They did it already. So what can they do? And all these things are the sum of what God of War is. This remake, these reimagining. That's what I'd say it's a sequel. It's not a remake. It's a continuation of Kratos' story. So, I would say at one point, he's probably gonna die. Kratos might die in God of War 2, or if there's a third one, he'll die because Atreus needs to take the mantle, basically. So that's what's gonna happen. But the magic of God of War was the fact that it was Kratos and Atreus. You know, and people thought, oh, Atreus is gonna suck, he's annoying, blah blah blah. But they made it good. They made him a good character. And if you look at the actor that plays Atreus, he looks just like him. He just has different hair. I was like, oh, okay. And he's I guess he's a good actor. I'm not gonna say if he's not a good actor. You know, that's not my place. But he's good. He was in a movie that I saw recently. He was in the house, the house with the clock in its walls, the Jack Black thing. That's an okay movie. It's actually a different movie than I thought it was. And Bridget too. She's like, oh, this is kind of evil. This is kind of a dark movie. I thought it was gonna be like, no, it's about these wizards and another wizard who wanted to bring his wife back to life, and it's weird. It's a weird movie. If you like weird movies, it's not the best movie. It's a weird movie, so it's definitely not what I expected. But anyway, he's in it, and I saw him. I was like, yeah, that's Trace. It looks just like him. He just got long dark hair. I was like, oh, okay. He's not the best character. I mean, in the movie, he's like he's supposed to be the friend, and then he turns his back on him at the end. And it's kind of like, oh, okay, you're just a douche. He's a douchey McDouchington. But yeah, I was like, all right, whatever. But yeah, I think God of War is in a spot. I think the saving grace of God of War 2 is that it was already written before God of War 1 was written, so they don't have that much work to do as far as that goes, but they can work on tweaking it, making it better, I think. So, and I think that Corey should get away from the one-shot thing, the gimmick, I would say, the one-shot gimmick where the camera is never cuts. It's just, you know, I think they should get away with it, even though that's a lie, but I think they should get away from that because it's a hindrance. It's like, oh, it would be easier if we cut it right here, and you know. But, you know, I mean, if they want to do it that way, that's fine. That's their prerogative. They're making the game. So, I mean, 2019 will be interesting. I think Days Gone's going to be hot garbage. Last of Us 2 will be good, but that's going to be a cross-gen game, I believe. If it's not a cross-gen game, it'll be PS4. And then it'll be PS5, but it'll be a separate sale. It'll be a separate SKU, if you will. Unless Sony does backwards compatibility, where it's just like what the Xbox does, where if you buy an Xbox game, you put it in your X, and you get the better textures and stuff. Makes sense. That's why I don't get. How are they? I hope. Well, I think they're doing the patent in Japan. So I think that can't be a U.S. patent. I think they're doing a Japanese patent on that, because I'm like, yeah, why? That's not something. You know what? I'm not gonna look it up because I don't feel like looking it up. But I was like, where is that? Anyway, I think I'm done talking about games. But we are going to work on this song. We need a song. We need a name for the song. We need to name this song. I already took out the. Oh, I gotta find my lyrics. There's my lyrics right there. Boop boop. Boop 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 boop. How's it go? What? Oh. I was trying to figure out a melody. That's what that was in there. They mute that. I got a question for your intellect. I'm wondering if you have time. Why are you skipping? Let me go through this verse real quick, because I want to write a second verse, and it's gonna be dope. So here we go. Now I still gotta redo a hook on this, because I had the other hook from the song, but I'm not doing that. I'm doing the original, so I took that out. Excuse me. I've got questions for your intellect. I'm wondering if you have time for us to conversate to late a date or two. I'm frightening. At times I find my mind a little askew. I'm tightening. The binds are kind of mental brittle stew. I wonder if you come and think, shit. I keep messing up. Hold on, let me go over here. Here we go. I'm gonna get it. Got questions for your intellect. One more time. I've got questions for your intellect. I'm wondering if you have time for us to conversate till late a day or two. I'm frightening. At times I find my mind a little askew. And then the binds are kind of mental brittle stew. So why do you continue to accommodate my ego? Venue and I'll send you on the D-low. Eviscerate your mindful state until you're feeling free, so you can't come with, you'll never survive where we go. The hook goes here, the hook goes here. That's where the hook goes, You heard me choking, right? Let me see something here. Come here. Do. It's gonna be tricky. Not really, but it's gonna be interesting. I think I'll write a second verse first and then go. I should write the hook down. This is how songwriters write. Spend hours and hours. The questions for your intellect. I'm wondering if you have time for us to conversate till late a day or two. I'm frightening. At times I find my eviscerate your mindful state until you're feeling free. So you can't commit, I'll never survive a week, yo. See, that's I think I made a mistake by doing those. The because it constrains the syllables. Actually, it's not a bad thing, but it's not the best thing. So let's see. So what can I write? Let me just let me put this on loop. Oh, it's already on loop. So let me mute that so we can just have. Dang it. Got questions for your intellect. I'm wondering if you have time for us to conversate a later date or two. I'm frightening. At times I find my mind a little askew. I'm tightening. The binds are kind of mental brittle stew. So why do you continue to accommodate my ego? We'll meet up at the venue and I'll send you on the D-Lo. Eviscerate your mindful state until you're feeling free. So you can't come with, you never survive where we go. What do you want from me? That's what the original was. Let me put it on so y'all can hear it. Where is it? Here. I had a lot of tracks. Here. This is what it was.
What do you want from me? Why don't you run from me? What are you wondering? What do you know? Why aren't you scared of me? Why do you care for me? When we all fall asleep, where do we go?
I've got questions for your intellect. I'm wondering if you have time for us to conversate till late a day or two. I'm frightening. At times I find my mind a little askew. I'm tightening. The binds are kind of mental brittle stew. So why do you continue to accommodate my ego? Meet up at the venue and I'll send you on the D-Lo. Eviscerate your mindful state until you're feeling free. So you can't come and never survive where we go. What do you want from me?
Why don't you run from me?
What are you wondering? Where do you know?
Why aren't you scared of me? Why do you care for me? When we all
Fall asleep, where do we go? Oh. Boom, shakalaka, here comes the chief rocker. About to bust it out real nice for the lockers. And everybody wanna talk about how them rosters be chillin' like a villain and they smoking all the blunters. And I just wanna say what I got to do. got to write some voices, cause I need the voices to be nice and fly, flow, nice flow. Why? Don't know what to do.
What do you want from me? Why don't you run from me? What are you wondering? What do you know? Why aren't you scared of me? Why do you care for me? When we all fall asleep, where do we go?
Alright, I gotta mute this. Cause I can't write the hook with that hook in there. So yeah, I can't use that one. So let me think here. So basically, it's kind of like Split. This isn't based on Split, but this is what my mind. This is where my mind went. So it's kind of like this dude. Well, this character is asking another character. So I need to approach it like it's kind of like a split personality type of thing in the hook. And it's only 8 bars, so I should be able to get away with 4 lines. Maybe. I don't know if that's a good melody though. This thing. Start. I don't need to explain this. I don't need to explain this. That's not good. I don't need to explain this. Oh, see, so the I don't need to explain this. See, I don't know if I want it to be like that seems like a breakdown or a bridge. I don't need to explain this. Maybe you can see the way that I conversate you, miss. You will know in me. Intellect, and that's dumb. I don't need, this is bad line, go away, bad line. Needs to be good. It needs to be good, vague, but understandable and relatable at the same time. That's the trick. You know. That's why a lot of people see Subsy's making it worse. So you fools bashing the game of the century, Crackdown 3. Why you gotta do that, man? I know he's probably serious too, but don't do that. I want to go through the verse again because there's so many different ways I can approach that hook. Me too, Subsy. I love it. It's good. I love Crackdown 3. It's good. I love it a little bit. I've got questions for your intellect. I'm wondering if you have time for us to conversate till late a date or two. I'm hurting and at times I find my mind a little askew. I'm tightening the binds a kind of mental brittle stew. So why do you continue to accommodate my ego? We'll meet up at the venue and I'll send you on the D-Lo. Eviscerate your mindful state until you're feeling free, so you can't come with, you'll never survive where we go. I just wanna do a nice version of the might make it really good so we can my mind is like, maybe I should do a counterpoint. kind of like a back and forth or something, but that's way too complicated. Whoa. Grumble Bellies. That's a good name for this, right? Grumble Bellies. There was going to be an element of cannibalism in the video that I had for this, but it was only symbolic cannibalism. Wasn't real. It wasn't visual human eating a human. It wasn't that. I have a little bit of an idea how to shoot it, but not really. Subsea says it is a 6.5. Effers 5s and below are just digging for clicks. Yeah, that's the thing. That game is not under 5. I'd say 7 to be generous. 7. So some people give it a 0. I'm like, okay, yeah, whatever. Anyway, we're not talking about it. We're talking about write the game. You know what the thing is that when I wrote this verse, I wrote it like a sing-songy rap. So usually there would be twice as many rhyming lines in my verses, more rhymes, but I did it kind of long, so it's more of a singy-songy. I got a question for you. Like, I'm wondering if you have time to conversate till late a date or two. You know what I'm saying? So it's a little. It gives more room for melodic yum-yums. So that's a good thing. And I want to do. I guess I have to do the hook more like a rhyme structure. But I need enough syllables to have a decent melody, though. That's the thing. Do you want from me? Where did you run from me? What are you wondering? What do you know? Why don't you scared of me? Why don't you care for me? What am I wondering? Where do we go when we all fall asleep? Those are good lines, man. But I can't do it. I wrote this verse and I was like, yo, I gotta do this original. Alright, so man, this is tricky. Because I like this. So the whole song is going to kind of... I didn't rename it. I did rename it. It's called Different. So I need to rename the actual title. I need to save it as Different. I forgot I renamed it. Alright, so Different. There. Okay. I'm such an idiot. So I renamed it Different, which is vague enough. Once again, it's vague. And a lot of people are different. Of course, everyone's different. But people can relate to being different in different ways. So, I'm different. Different. Wow. Different. What rhymes with different? Different. Different. Heaven sent. No, different. My reflection. My reflection. You hear that? Did y'all hear that? Yo, I be hearing stuff. I be like, yo, is that somebody? Somebody try to come in. My reflection. Okay, that's a good start. My reflection is inaccurate. That's a good line. My reflection is inaccurate. My complexion is my reflection isn't accurate. My reflection is inaccurate. Complexion is my reflection isn't accurate. My reflection is inaccurate. Complexion is as well. My reflection is inaccurate. My reflection is inaccurate. Complexion. Did I spell that right? Complexion is inaccurate. Complexion often blue. Spelling. Alright, oops. This is okay. Let's see. Reflection is inaccurate. Complexion often blue. The time it seems to slip away, and I don't know what to do. The time it seems to slip away. I don't know what to do. I don't need the and. Yeah, it's implied. Oop. Ah. Take on me. Reflection is inaccurate. Complexion often blue. The time it seems to slip away. I don't know what to do. Complexion is excuse me. Complexion is no, I don't. Complexion is inaccurate. My reflection is inaccurate. Complexion often blue. The time. No, that's not. That's too. The time I live. No. My reflection is inaccurate. Complexion of the blue. The space. This space is such a waste. This space. Such. Sorry. Waste. I gotta waste. I would spell waste. Space is such a waste. I'll have to rhyme it. Blue. Space is such a waste. My case is reflection is inaccurate, complexion often blue. This space is such a waste. My case is hopeless. Not anew. Case is hopeless. Yeah, my case is hopeless. All right. So where are we? So let's just go to the cases. My cases. Such a waste. My case is hopeless. My case is such a waste. The space is such a waste. My case is. Oops. Difficult to chew. That's weird. Those are weird. My reflection is an accurate complexion, often blue. Space is such a waste. The space is such a waste. My case is difficult to chew. My reflection is an accurate complexion, often blue. The space is such a waste. My case is difficult to chew. Spell phasing wrong. Phasing. It's amazing. My mind keeps on phasing. It's amazing how we do. That's how we do. So let's I don't know about this. My reflection, accurate complexion, often blue. Yeah, it's different. I gotta turn this off because it doesn't work. My reflection is an accurate complexion, often blue. The space is such a waste. To chew. Mind that keeps on phasing. It's amazing how we do. Focus on you. Intellect, I'm wondering if you have time for us to conversate till late a day or two. I'm frightening at times. I find my mind a little askew. I'm tightening the binds, a kind of mental brittle stew. So why do you continue to accommodate my ego? Lead up at the venue and send you on the D-low. Eviscerate your mindful state until you're feeling free. So you can't come with, you'll never survive where we go. My reflection is an accurate complexion, often blue. Such a waste. My case is difficult to chew. My mind, it's amazing how we do. So let's be clear and focus on you. That's okay. I think I need to get a melody better. I think the melody is the main thing. It needs to be way better than that. But for now, that's pretty good. My reflection is inaccurate, complexion often blue. The space is such a waste, my case is so difficult to chew. A mind that keeps on phasing, it's amazing how we do. So let's be clear and focus all on you. I've got questions for your intellect, I'm wondering if you have time for us to conversate till late a day or two. I'm frightening, at times I find my mind a little askew. I'm tightening, the binds are kind of mental brittle stew. So why do you continue to accommodate my ego? We'll meet up at the venue and I'll send you on the D-Lo. Eviscerate your mindful state until you're feeling free, so you can't come with, you'll never survive where we go. My reflection is inaccurate, complexion often blue. The space is such a waste, my case is difficult to chew. My mind, it keeps on phasing, it's amazing how we do. Let's be clear and focus all on you. That's okay. This track she is making is called Crackdown 3. Doesn't let you play with friends at launch. No. Billy got jokes. That's not a very good joke, Billy. Doesn't let you play with friends at launch. Yeah, that was definitely. They said they were gonna implement that, I guess, but yeah, that was another blunder. But that's just the multiplayer, I believe. The Wrecking Zone, I believe. I think the co-op is you can play with friends. I believe. I think that's what it was. So yeah, it was only that one, the Wrecking Zone stuff. Yeah, which is a big deal. I'm not gonna try to make it not a big deal. It is a big deal. It should be all working and stuff. But I mean, this cloud stuff is you know what I equate it to is Sea of Thieves, where the I think the weather, well, the world is synced in a cloud. So when you, well, see, that's the same thing though. It's just the calculations are done in a server. But is it the same server that the multiplayer exists in? Or is it a different server that does the calculations for a separate server that has the actual, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't know how they're actually doing it. So whatever. I mean, they're smart guys. They're smart people, guys and gals and guys, and Z's and Q's or whatever other letters they are. Them's smart people. Now we have to say it so that it's actually not grammatically correct. Them's is smart people. Them's are, they are. I'm just an idiot. They are smart people. Not gender specific. I'm non-trinary. Is that how you say omnary? Omnary, binary, trinary? That's not right. I don't know what it is. My reflection is inaccurate, complexion often blue. The space is such a waste, my case is difficult to chew. My mind, it keeps on phasing, it's amazing how we do. So let's be clear and focus all on you. I've got questions for your intellect, I'm wondering if you have time for us to conversate till late a day or two. I'm frightening, at times I find my mind a little askew. I'm tightening, the binds are kinda mental brittle stew. So why do you continue to accommodate my ego? We'll meet up at the venue and I'll send you on the D-Lo. Eviscerate your mindful state until you're feeling free, so you can't come with, you'll never survive where we go. My reflection is inaccurate, motion often blue. Space is such a waste, my case is difficult to chew. My mind, it keeps on phasing, it's amazing how we do. Let's be clear and focus all on you. So I need oh, nobody here has brought this up, but today is the 30th anniversary of Bill and Ted. Who cares? They need to finish filming the new one. All right. Verse 2. verse 2. Let's work on verse 2. All right, cool. So we got. So the first one is like a question for you. Like, I wonder if you have time. I'm trying to think. Should it be like a? I think we're gonna only have 2 verses on this because I'm having difficulties just writing this a little bit. You know what I mean? And I don't even like that hook that much. It's not bad. It's just not as good as my reflection is an accurate complexion off the blue. The space is such a waste. My case is difficult to chew. The line, it keeps on phasing. It's amazing how we do. So let's be clear and focus on. Yeah, that's not bad. All right. When I think about it, I'm like, okay, yeah, that's all right. Yeah. All right. So second verse needs to be more better than the first one. So. Focus. So let's be clear and focus on you. When you, I don't know why I did that. That's like when you pick your nose and you're rolling up a booger. And I don't know. That was just like booga. So Corey Graves cheated on his wife. Anyway, Derek H is deep into wrestling. You know what, Derek H? You should write a letter to Vince McMahon or whoever's in charge of the writing staff of it. And why don't you work for WWE? I mean, you follow us so much. Why don't you write for them? You're a writer. You're a good writer. So write for them. You can come up with some decent stories. They're goofy ass soap opera stories. You could do it. You know, do something that you would enjoy. I don't know if you would enjoy that. That's just me assuming. Anyway, 8:51. I'm gonna keep going. I feel the verses inside of me. Just need to, squeeze it out. All right, so let's be clear and focus all on you. And I want to keep it like this musical flow. That's what it is, kind of like a musical, like a Danny Elfman type of Nightmare Before Christmas type of thing. I didn't mean for it to be that way. It sounds like what's the name song actually too a little bit, but I don't remember. But Alyssa Cara, that's her name. Alicia, whatever her name is. The here, no, out of here, oh, that one. But anyway, a little bit. All right, so second verse is. I'm thinking I should switch. I should switch it up. Maybe for the first half of that verse. How is it possible? is. Which one is that? It's that one. I need to build like a little buffer for sound. But it's a small room, so. How is it possible to... I'm kind of on a block. I'm glad I wrote the hook, but this second verse, I need to visualize where it's coming from. I need to kind of have a character, because like the first verse is like one person talking to another person basically, and so the second one needs to be different. No. I'm out of ideas. I'm out of ideas here. But I did write a hook, so that's not a bad thing. We got something done. And I'm probably gonna change that hook, but make it more sinister. Like the strings. I was gonna add to the string section. I might do that now. My questions for your intellect. I'm wondering if you times the time is late to later date or two. Frightening the times to find my mind a little askew. Tightening the lines of kind of mental with the suit. So why do you continue to accommodate my ego? You and I'll send you on the deal. You eviscerate your mindful state until you're feeling free. So you can't come with the living survive a week go. What do you want from this inaccurate correction of the blue? State is such a waste, my case is difficult to chew. My body keeps so phasing, how amazing, how to do. Sometimes so clear to focus on you. Why sentences? Oh, maybe I got an idea. Why is it so simple to overlook? Overlook the needy? No, that's too cliche. Overlook the needy. Why is it so simple to overlook the greedy? No, then I'll be wanting to rhyme with needy. Why is it so simple? Why is it so simple to overlook the obvious? Why is it so simple to overlook the obvious? To overlook the obvious? Obvious. I spelled it right that time. Why is it so simple to overlook the obvious? The obvious. This is hard. It's hard because my brain is like, I don't have a headache for once, which is good. But I'm like, my reflection is accurate. That's a very good line. I like that. My reflection. No, it popped into my mind when I wrote that. My reflection is inaccurate. That movie that Scarlett Johansson was in, where she's the alien and she's like bucket naked. and she's looking in the mirror like bucket naked. She's like just looking at herself. I'm like, oh, there she is naked. That's what flashed in my mind when I wrote that. Kinda. That plus, I looked in the mirror. I was like, so why is it so simple to overlook the obvious? To see, I don't want to. Usually, when I write rhymes, I put a lot of more. I don't want to say complex words, but words that you wouldn't say in conversation, so it doesn't lend to song type of things. It's like, I've got questions for your intellect. I'm wondering if you. So that's just a way. That's just kind of a different way of saying, you know, I want to ask you a question, basically. Have you time to conversate till later date too? I'm frightening at times. I find my mind a little askew. I'm tightening the binds of kind of mental resistance. Yeah, so it's, you know, accommodate, stuff like that. They're words you don't, I mean, you use them, but not like in regular layman conversation, I guess. So I'm trying to up a little bit. Up the game a little bit. Not a lot of it. Why is it so simple to overlook? Why is it so simple to overlook? Rhythmically, I don't like that line. I kind of like how, I like the, why is it so simple to overlook the obvious? Why is it so simple to overlook the obvious? Why is it so simple to overlook the obvious? Okay, that's the next line that I had in mind was nurturing the pimple, because simple and pimple. Just the rhyme. Nurturing the pimple. I haven't got nothing for obvious. I don't even know what rhymes with obvious. I think I did that before. I used that word and I was like, obvious? What's rhymes with that? I can't even talk. Let's see here. Jeez, really? Oh, audience. Claudius. Cockiest. Copyist. Naughtiest. Sloppiness. Sloppiest. Yeah. Scorpius? What the heck is Scorpius? I'm gonna look that up. I always fall into it. Noun, a large zodiacal constellation between. Oh wait, that's the name of the constellation. The Scorpion constellation is Scorpius. I didn't know that. Okay, I'm an idiot. I'm a Scorpio. I didn't even know Scorpius was the name of the freaking constellation. I don't even know where it is in the sky. I should look it up and find out where Scorpius is. Not that it matters. Insomnia. Huh? How does that rhyme with obvious? Obvious, insomnia, no, obvious, and noxious, euphoria, victorious, notorious, enterobius. I don't know what that means. Enterobius. Let's look it up. Pinworms. Ew. Okay. Foggiest. Why is this so simple to overlook the obvious? I hate using rhyming dictionaries because then it's like I have to try to construct something that makes sense out of words that I didn't want to, that didn't come to mind. Why is this so simple? Why is this so simple? Why is it so simple for reality? Question for your intellect. I'm wondering if you. Questions for your intellect. I'm wondering. I think I messed up. Questions for your intellect. I'm wondering if you. So was that 13? Why is it so simple for reality to. So I could do 2 more. Reality. Why is it so simple for reality to what? Yeah. Why is it so simple for reality? Shimmer. Why is it so simple for reality to shimmer? Stars are getting constantly more dimmer. Constantly more. Does that make sense? Grammata wise? Constantly more dimmer? Not more dimmer. Constantly dimmer. The lightning from the stars are getting constantly dimmer. Why is it so simple for reality to shimmer? The lightning from the stars are getting constantly. The lightning from constantly more dimmer. That is constantly dimmer. It's not more dimmer. That's not correct. Grammar. The lightning from the stars are far and constant. Are far. Stars are far and constantly more dimmer. Constant and getting constantly dimmer. Well, and getting constantly dimmer. Wait, is that gonna work? Oops. The lightning from the stars are far and getting constantly dim. Oh my gosh, the lightning from the stars are far and the lightning from the stars are far and why is this so simple for reality to shimmer? The lightning from the stars are far and constantly the lightning from the stars are far and constant and getting and constantly dimmer, shimmer, trimmer, flimmer, bimmer, dammer, dimmer. Glimmer, dimmer. Inner. Is inner there? I don't see inner. The lightning from the stars are far. The lightning from the stars are far and dimming from the inner. The lightning from the stars are far and dimming from the inner. Dimming from the inner. Dimming from the inner. Dimming from the inner. Does that make sense? I mean, it makes sense to me. Isn't that all that matters? Oh. Why is it so simple for reality to shimmer? The lightning from the stars are far and dimming from the inner. That makes sense. That makes sense in a I'm a writer type of way, I guess. You can get it, I guess. Does anybody want to do a show? Get in chat if you want me to get off. I guess I can get off of all games. I mean, I wish I had. I don't have Skype yet. I forgot how I was gonna do it. I think I was gonna do it on my phone and just have it spit out into the world. That's the easiest way to do it. Then people are like, oh, he sounds like he's on the phone. Like, yeah, he is. That's fine. I say he because no females call Kia. Because Bridget be like, who that is? Who that is, Mo Flower? I'm like, that's just Normie. It's whoever. Nobody calls. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody calls. That's okay. It's quite alright. So I got 2 lines. Come on, son. 6 more lines. So why is it so simple for reality to shimmer, the lightning from the stars afar, and dimming from the inner? Dimming from the inner. Dimming from the inner. Voltage regulation. No, get too technical. Actually, that's a little too out there too. And it has nothing. It doesn't really relate to the first one. So the way I'd have to probably do 3 verses if I'm gonna do it that way. In my mind, it keeps on phasing. It's amazing how we do. Oh wow! I didn't even realize that I wrote that. Okay, so I wrote that the way that I thought I should write it, so it makes sense in that respect. Is this a simple for reality? Shimmer or lightning from the stars afar and dimming from the inner. Dimming from the inner. The cost of. Multiplication. Cost of multiplication. No, I don't like that either. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be done with this, and I'm gonna go inside and I'm gonna play some Crackdown 3. Powerful Crackdown Creed when you crack down. That's Chippendale's Rescue Ranger, but I usually sing it for my dog. I call him Puppy Boy. I'm like, Puppy Boy. His name's Danny. Puppy Boy. Powerful puppy boy, when there's puppies. And that's all I do. I don't have the whole song. And I do Coco. She's the fluffy dog. She's 52 pounds of fluffy fur. And then I call how do I do hers? Fluffy girl. Coco Fluff. Coco Fluff. Powerful Coco Fluff. Where does Fluffo? Where does Coco? Where does Fluffy? That's what I do. I don't know why. I mean, that's just a recognition of how good that melody is in stupid Chippendale Rescue Ranger song, you know. And it's just a hook, cause sometime, somewhere, blah blah. These 2 gumshoes are picking up the slack. There's no case too big, no case too small. When you need help, just call Chippendale. Yeah, it's a good melody. It's good enough to remember at least. I guess I saw that show enough. And the Gummy Bears is pretty good too. But it's more manzing and daring, blah 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 blah, gummy berry juice, whatever. All through the chorus they sing out, and all through the forest they sing out a chorus. Gummy bears. Yeah. I gotta look up who wrote those, cause there's some. I mean, like the dude who, what's his name? The Halo dude. He wrote the freaking Flintstone Kids theme. Flintstone Kids, 10 million, 5 million smiles and growing, whatever. And he had his daughter sing that. And growing, that part. What's his name? Marty O'Donnell. I was like, oh, word? And then Chuck Lorre wrote, what did Chuck Lorre wrote? He wrote some goofy theme song. I think it was for a cartoon. I think Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I think he wrote that one. I'm like, what? Chuck Lorre wrote Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So Tiger Claw, you better hail Chuck Lorre. However you say his freaking last name, Chuck Lorre. Chuck Lorre. Hail him because Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, heroes and a half shell, to the power, they're the most stupidest cartoon. Let me see if I can find who wrote. I could just look up his. Well, I don't know. Is it? Would that be on IMDb? Well, TMNT theme. Chuck Lorre wrote the every generation highly paid award-winning showrunner. What? Every generation has the high-paid award showrunners, and I was just a big one. Yeah. So what else did he write though? Okay, I'm done. Yeah. So let's run through this real quick before I give up. I need to come back to this. Let's find where to start. How about that? Reflection. My reflection is inaccurate. Complexion often blue. The space is such a waste. My case is difficult to chew. My mind, it keeps on phasing. It's amazing how we do. So let's be clear and focus all on you. I've got questions for your intellect. I'm wondering if you have time for us to conversate attentively with you. I'm tightening it. At times I find my mind a little askew. I'm tightening. The binds are kind of mental brittle stew. So why do you continue to accommodate my ego? You made a bet to defend you, and I'll send you on the dealer. Eviscerate your mindful state until we're feeling free. So never survive where we go. My reflection is inaccurate. Complexion often blue. The space is such a waste. My case is difficult to chew. My mind, it keeps on phasing. It's amazing how we do. So let's be clear and focus all on you. Why is it so simple for reality to shimmer? The light from the stars are far and dimming from the inner. A winner, it is you. A winner, it is you, and you are only a beginner. A winner, it is you, and you are only a beginner. So let's discuss the nuances of. Oh boy. Discuss the new. I don't know how to spell nuance. I spelled that wrong. Says what you want dinner. I'm pretty sure I spelled that wrong. Hey Google. Okay Google. Nuance.
I found this on the web.
There it is. Thanks. What? How's that? Wow, I definitely am stupid. So let's discuss the nuances of what you want for dinner. That's it's okay. It's okay. Not start, but let's see. Why is it so simple for reality to shimmer? The lightning from the stars are far and dimming from the inner. The winner, it is you, and you are only a beginner. So let's begin of what you want for dinner. So let's discuss the nuances of what you want for dinner. I can always do what other songs do and just copy the second half of the verse. So how do you continue to accommodate my ego? I'll meet up at the end and I'll send you on. No, that doesn't make sense. I need a break. Yeah. So let's do it from the beginning real quick. So I like doing it from the beginning so I could try to, it helps me memorize the actual words. My reflection is an accurate complexion, often blue. The space is such a waste, my case is difficult to chew. My mind, it keeps on phasing, it's amazing how we do. So let's be clear, focus all on you. I've got questions for your intellect, I'm wondering if you have time for us to conversate till late a day or two. I'm frightening, at times I find my mind a little askew. I'm tightening the binds, a kind of mental brittle stew. So why do you continue to accommodate my ego? We'll wait up at the venue and we'll rent around the dealer. Eviscerate your mindful state until you're feeling free, so you can't come with, you'll never survive where we go. My reflection is an accurate complexion, often blue. The space is such a waste, my case is difficult to chew. My mind, it keeps on phasing, it's amazing how we do. So let's be clear and focus all on you. Why is it so simple for reality to shimmer? The lighting from the stars are far and dimming from the inner. A winner, it is you, and you are only a beginner. So let's discuss the nuances of what you want for dinner. What you want for dinner? The simple. I'll shut off the all games at 9:30 because I'm sure you guys are bored. Bored. And not listening to me, which is fine. But I'll continue to stream on the other things, which is YouTube and Twitch and Mixer. Alright, so halfway through the second verse. So why is it so simple? For reality to shimmer, the lightning from the stars are far and dimming from the inner. A winner, it is you, and you are only a beginner. So let's discuss the nuances of what you want for dinner. The slimmer. The slimmer the physique. The slimmer the physique I peak. The slimmer the physique. The slimmer the physique. I can't even say it. Let's discuss the nuances of what you want for dinner. The slimmer the physique I peak. It's really just the primer. I don't know. The slimmer type. The slimmer type physique. Oops. Physique I peak is really just a primer. The slimmer type physique I peak is really just a primer. Godiva, diner, liner. The slimmer type physique I peak is really just the primer. It's just a primer of how I need to preparate if how I need preparation preparate I know preparate is not a word, but how I need to preparate slimmer type of the since the nonsense. The slimmer type physique I peak is really just a primer. Of all the different ingredients, really just a primer of all the different ingredients. No, I hate when people like split up the syllables that way. Ingredients. The G should be is the heart. Ingredients. So the slimmer type physique I peak is really just a primer of all the different ingredients. That's horrible. Ingredients. It should say of all the ingredients. Of all ingredients I pinch. Ingredient I sent. Ingredient I sent. Of all primer of all ingredients I sent for slimmer type of zinc I peak is really just a primer of all ingredients I sent for all ingredients I sent to marinate. Ooh. Of all ingredients I sent to marinate the liner. Did I spell marinate right? Jeez. I'm like a grammar Nazi for my own stuff. Marinate. Yeah.
According to Wikipedia, marination is the process of soaking foods in a seasoned, often acidic, liquid before cooking.
Is that all? Tell me a joke.
Sure, here's one of my favorites. How do you make an egg laugh? Tell it a funny yolk.
That was horrible. That was the worst joke ever. Never taking you out again. Alright, so let's save this. So we're no, we're not halfway through. We're halfway. We're three quarters. 3/4. The slimmer time. Okay, let me see. No, that's not where I wanted to go. Where are you? Come here, you son of a bitch. Why is it so simple for reality? The shimmer, the lightning from the stars afar and dimming from the inner. Winner, it is you and you are only a beginner. So let's discuss the nuances of what you want for dinner. The slimmer type physique I peak, you're really just a primer of all ingredients I sent to marinate the liner. To marinate the liner. Now it's starting to sound a little, you know what I mean? Sound a little suspect. So I gotta bring it back. Marinate the liner. I'm thinking. But anyway, all games, I'm gonna be out. Unless y'all want to talk about something, I still got chat open. So if y'all want to talk about something, y'all just say it. Y'all just say it, and I'll do it. Not wrestling though, because wrestling kick rocks. I'm just kidding. I'm just gonna turn this off. Appreciate you hanging out. I'm still gonna keep streaming. Well, actually, I can stream now. Unless y'all want to do some wrestling talk or something, then y'all can stream. I'll just get off. Y'all just let me know. Hacked. Do you want to do a wrestling podcast while you guys are watching? Is something on now? I guess so. While you're watching it, do it live instead of just in chat. You know. I guess that wouldn't work because you'd be talking over it and there'd be a lot of air, dead air. I actually piped the audio through. Sorry. All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all. Hanging out, Billy Hecht, Derek. I know you're in there. I see you. Green face. Shadow, Next Gen, Dude Plague, DC Nate, Tiger Claw, Pace is the place with the hopeful help hour. DJ Zana, they bounce. Or DS, whatever, I can't remember. Shadow, Next Gen, you too. Derek cheated. Did he take a phone call from someone else's mom? That's funny. Yeah, I gotta get my Skype. Let me see if I can hook up my Skype real quick on here. I think I downloaded it. No, I didn't download Skype. Okay, I gotta get Skype. Let me get Skype real quick. I thought I had Skype. Hold on, let me see. I might have Skype on here. I just need to put it on my. Nope. Okay, I'm gonna get Skype real quick. Get Skype real quick on air. Let's see if this doesn't break anything. I can spell. Install. I guess oh, it's downloading. Okay, good. So download that phone, and then I'll have it. Then we will be good to go. Why is this so simple for reality to shimmer? Let me try from the beginning. Even though I'm tired. I am going to play some Crackdown 3 though. For real. My reflection is an accurate complexion, often blue. The space is such a waste. The haze is difficult to chew. My mind, it keeps on phasing. It's amazing how we do. So let's be clear and focus all on you. I've got questions for your intellect. I'm wondering if you time for us to conversate till late a day or two. I'm frightening. At times I find my mind a little askew. I'm tightening. The mind's a kind of mental brittle stew. So why do you continue to accommodate my ego? We'll meet up at the venue and I'll send you on the deal. Eviscerate your mindful state until you're feeling free, so you can't come with and never survive where we go. My reflection is an accurate complexion, often blue. The space is such a waste, my case is difficult to chew. My mind, it keeps on phasing, it's amazing how we do. So let's be clear and focus all on you. Why is it so simple for reality to shimmer? The lightning from the stars are far and dimming from the inner. A winner, it is you and you are only a beginner. So let's discuss the nuances of what you want for dinner. The slimer is the and really just a primer of all ingredients are sent to marinate the liner. So I need 2 lines. Pace says it's a 6.5. Ah ha ha ha. So sad. 6 years in the making for a 6.5. That's powerful. The cloud, and that's the power of most powerful console. Shit's out of 6.5. Ah, Pace, you tried to be such a troll. Meanwhile, guess what you have under your TV? NX. So you're shitting on the thing you spent $500 on. Good job. So when Days Gone comes out and it's hot garbage compared to God of War and The Last of Us, which it will be because it's not God of War and The Last of Us, then what are you gonna do then? Sony shitting out the same. They eating the same food, so they shitting out the same poopies. Why would I say the S word and then poopies at the? I'm a dumb logs. All right, so 2 lines of all ingredients are sent to marinate the liner. So the slimmer type physique at peak is really just a primer. Of all ingredients are sent to marinate the liner. The temperature is perfect. The temperature is perfect. I should open up a diner. The temperature is perfect. I should open up a diner. Excuse me. Nah, temperature is perfect. I'm just waiting for the timer. The temperature is perfect. I have reminder and I have timer, but I need the temperature is perfect. And for a friendly no, the temperature is perfect and here's a friendly reminder. No. Don't forget the time. I don't know. The temperature is perfect and the temperature is perfect and working. Temperature is perfect. Temperature is perfect and what's this? Better not be anything bad. Or just didn't open. Oh, there it is. Open twice. What? I don't get it. Oh my god, I thought this kid. Okay, so my dad decided I want to get myself today. 10 years later, I walked into the animal shelter. I went and found my cat. Guess who's coming out? Oh wow, are you serious? Dang, son, that's a bad dad. Bad dad. Leave the cat, and then that was a kitten. That didn't look like a kitten. That looked like a grown ass cat. I adopted this cat as a kitten in 2007 when I was 8. In 2012. Okay. So 5 years. So the cat is 15 on its deathbed. Okay, my cat. We have a cat that's 20, so we can't say that. That's wow. That cat would have been put down. The temperature is the temperature is perfect. And temperature is perfect and I gotta run through it. No. I gotta run through it here. Not that it matters. Why is it so simple for reality to shimmer? The lightning from the stars are for and dimming from the inner. A winner, it is you and you are only the beginner. So let's discuss the nuances of what you want for dinner. The slimmer type physique I pick is really just the primer of all ingredients I sent to marinate the liner. The temperature is perfect. Temperature is perfect and I work it. Oops. And I'll work it into finer particles. Temperature is perfect, then I'll work it into finer particulate. Particles. Particulate or granules? Granules? I think granules is better. Granules. Granules.
Here's the definition of granule. A small compact particle of a substance.
I know what a granule is. I mean, so particle.
Here's the definition of particle. A minute portion of matter.
A minute. It's minute. Golly. Alright, we're gonna granule. Temperature is perfect and I'll work it into finer Work it into finer. Granules. Granules. Ooh. Granules. I guess it's granules. I don't like the word granules. Granules. Finer. Pieces. Temperature is perfect and I work it into finer. Portions. The temperature is perfect and I work it into finer. Portions. What rhymes with portions? Ugh. Portions. Motions. Portions.
According to Wikipedia.
My God, that's not what I said. Oh boy. I should hate it when oh, okay. Portions. Man, my stomach is tripping. Alright, distortions? Extortions, contortions. Finer proportions. No, finer. I mean, I like proportions as a word better than granules. Proportions, granules. Same amount of syllables. Just I don't like the vowel sounds. The temperature is perfect and I work it into finer proportions. Wow, you hear that? Proportions. Okay, proportions. Let me shorten up the timer. Bridget's sending me a text. Portions. And to find our portions, let me shorten up the timer. Shorten up the timer? Doesn't make sense. Shorten up the timer. Proportions, let me shorten up the timer. I don't like that. Why is it so simple for reality to shimmer? Why is it so simple for reality to shimmer? The lightning from the stars are far and dimming from the inner. A winner, it is you and you are only the beginner. So let's discuss the nuances of what you want for dinner. The slimmer type physique I peak is really just a primer of all ingredients I sent to marinate the liner. The temperature is perfect, I'll work it into finer proportions. Let me shorten up the timer. Proportions let me quicken up, speed up. Proportions let me hurry up the time. Hurry up the timer. That's better. Hurry up the timer. Hurry up. Yeah, that's better. Hurry up the proportions let me hurry. I can't even spell hurry. Jeez. Proportions let me hurry up the timer. Proportions let me hurry up the timer. Okay, that's all right. That's a little. So hook it again. Oops. I still have to build the hangy thing with the microphone. I'll do it eventually, but that's not bad for doing a hook and a. All right, let's do this from the beginning. Like I said, I'm gonna definitely make the hook better on the music side. I just haven't touched it yet. I'm gonna get it. Let me text Bridget real quick. I love this phone, man. I don't think you understand. All right. My reflection is an accurate complexion, often blue. The space is such a waste, my case is difficult to chew. My mind, it keeps on phasing, it's amazing how we do. So let's be clear and focus it all on you. I've got questions for your intellect, I'm wondering if you have time for us to conversate till late a date or two. I messed it up. I'm doing it over. Doing it again. Do it again. Do it live. Sorry. My reflection is inaccurate, My reflection is inaccurate, complexion often blue. The space is such a waste, my case is difficult to chew. My mind, it keeps on phasing, it's amazing how we do. So let's be clear and focus all on you. I've got questions for your intellect, I'm wondering if you have time for us to conversate till late a date or two. I'm frightening, at times I find my mind a little askew. I'm tightening, the binds a kind of mental brittle stew. So why do you continue to accommodate my ego? We'll meet up at the venue, I'll earn you on the deal. Eviscerate your mindful state until you're feeling free. So you can't come with, you'll never survive where we go. My reflection is inaccurate, complexion often blue. The space is such a waste, my case is difficult to chew. My mind, it keeps on phasing, it's amazing how we do. So let's be clear and focus on you. Why is it so simple for reality to shimmer? The lightning from the stars are far and dimming from the inner. A winner, it is you, and you are only a beginner. So let's discuss the nuances of what you want for dinner. The slimmer type physique I peak is really just the primer of all ingredients I sent to marinate the liner. The temperature is perfect and I'm working to find her proportions. Let me hurry up the timer. My reflection is inaccurate, complexion blue. That's not bad. That's not bad. She's not feeling good. So, actually today, I did a lot. I cut the grass. That's not a lot. I cut the grass. I vacuumed and mopped most of the house because Bridget wasn't feeling good. So I was like, I'll do that for her, you know. And I'm good at it because my mom's kind of made me do it when I was a kid, so I know how to do it. And I used to do it when I used to work at the grocery store. I didn't vacuum at the grocery store. I mopped, though. Anyway, I did that. And then I came in here and I finished the production on a song called Sty from wow, I totally forgot the name, but it doesn't matter. I'll get it. My brain will work one day. And now we're writing. I did the podcast, and now we're writing this. So I did a lot of stuff today. I'm pretty productive. Here we go, do it again. Here we go. Oops. Oh, I'd like to hear it. Here we go. But I am going to make the hook better. My reflection is inaccurate, complexion often blue. The space is such a waste, my case is difficult to chew. My mind, it keeps on phasing, it's amazing how we do. So let's be clear and focus all on you. I've got questions for your intellect, I'm wondering if you have time for us to conversate till late a date for two. I'm frightening, at times I find my mind a little askew. I'm tightening, the binds a kind of mental brittle stew. So why do you continue to accommodate my ego? We'll meet up at the venue and I'll send you on the D-Lo. Eviscerate your mindful state until you're feeling free. So you can't come with, you'll never survive where we go. My reflection is inaccurate, complexion often blue. The space is such a waste, my case is difficult to chew. My mind, it keeps on phasing, it's amazing how we do. So let's be clear and focus all on you. Why is it so simple for reality to shimmer? The lightning from the stars are far and dimming from the inner. A winner, it is you, and you are only a beginner. So let's discuss the nuances of what you want for dinner. The slimmer type physique I peak is really just the primer of all ingredients I sent to marinate the liner. The temperature is perfect and I worked it for a finer. temperature is perfect, and now work it into finer proportions. Let me hurry up the timer. All right, that's not bad. I'm satisfied. I'm not like, yo, that's dope. I'm like, okay, that's good. That's good enough. I think that's good enough. I need some. My ears are kind of hot. That's pretty good. What do I have? I have another 16 bars after that, and then the double chorus at the end. So I think I'll probably do like a breakdown type of thing. I want to definitely write something, but this is the bulk of the actual song, and now I need to get the melody and harmonies right for the hook, so that hook is like kablam. So that's gonna be tricky. I'll probably work on that tomorrow. Yeah, I'll probably work on that tomorrow, and I'll fix the track too, so that the hooks are better. But I think I'll do the harmony and melody part first, and that way I can work off of that. I don't know. I'll see. Maybe I'll do both ways. Maybe I'll come up with a line and then just sing that line. Oh, we'll figure it out. But I appreciate y'all hanging out. Another 3-hour show. You know how we do over here at R9cast. Bridget wanted to come on the show, but she wasn't feeling good. I mean, she was feeling better than yesterday, but she's a good pretender. And she'd be like feeling good, right? And then she'd be like, yeah, I feel good. And then she'll do some stuff and then crash. I mean, yesterday I had to take some ibuprofen. Because I was like, yeah, I can't. This is, my brain hurts a lot. And I took it, and my headache went away. And it hasn't really come back. It was barely there, but nothing like what it was yesterday. I was like, what the hell? What the hell is this? So yeah, I definitely feel better. And I feel better when I get stuff done. But I should be super exhausted, but I'm not. I feel pretty good. I think Crackdown healed me. Crackdown 3 heals. Sorry. And also, I'm going to try to grow out all my hair and stuff because I want to shoot a video. And I need Old Man SG. Which isn't too hard, but I just want to be a little unkept. So I'm going to grow it out for a week or so. See how that will go. See if I can take it. Because I'm like, you know. But I'm going to do that and see. But I have to come up with the actual scenes for the old Stevie. So I have to figure that out. It's for Adrift, by the way, the song. And I'm trying to put together a video in my head. So I need to do that. I need to do that for next week so that I can shoot it and I can cut my hair because I hate having long hair. Long hair is so like, oh, it gets to the point it's like kind of itchy because my hair is naturally curly. So it like grows out and it comes back and it's like, and it itches. But anyway. Whoa, my ear just broke. Anyway, tinnitus. I think I broke this ear seriously. We were at the show, at Rocco's show, and they were trying to test the speakers, and I was too close to one of them, and they turned it on and said, and it just totally destroyed my ear. I was like, oh. You know when you hear a loud sound and it hurts your ear? That's what happened. It hurt. I said, ouch. I mean, you know, a loud sound, but that hurt. And it was only this one ear, too. I was like, wow. Okay, I'm deaf now. I'm not deaf, but I probably did some damage. Anyway, that's okay. I can still hear good enough. I hear good. So, yeah, I'm going to bounce. I'm going to go play some Crackdown. I'm hooked on that. It's so fun. It's so fun. Seriously, y'all should play. Don't believe the hype. And just be your own person. Make your own decisions in life. And, you know, if you like something, don't be afraid to like it. You know, even if it's opposed in the popular circles. You know, be different. Dare to be different. Dare to be stupid. Weird Al is very wise. Not was, is. He still is. But I appreciate you hanging out. All Games, like I said, allgames.com/live, Discord, all that good stuff. There's many other shows on All Games. Potbelly, DPL, Mom's Minute. One day she said she's going to come back in August or June. I don't even know what she said. I was like, okay, I don't. Okay. She's like, I'm on return one day. I'm like Oprah. Okay, Miss H. What are you saying? But she's cool. I like her. The other shows, B Team, Fantastic Forum. I like Fantastic Forum, but they come on too late because I go back to work. I went back to work, so I'm like, you know. DPL comes on at like 10, 9, 10, 9:30, 10, and I'm like, I think it's 10, but I'm like, it's 10 because it's 7 in East Coast, West Coast. And I'm like, oh, I'm gonna work on some music or something, but I can't listen to DPL and do it at the same time. That's the problem with that I have. If I was drawing, I'd be listening to it all day long. So maybe on Thursdays I'll just draw, and I'll have DPL piping through the stream, with links. I need to put links. Well, no, I do have. Do I have links? I mean, I don't have clickable links, but I have. Oh, I have allgames.com. I don't have /live on there, but at least it's there. Yeah. So you have that. Oh, I gotta fix that. Why is that like that? Maybe I should just make this. Oh, it's locked. Where's the image? Oh, it's that one. Okay. So this image needs to be. Let me go here. I'm fixing stuff. Properties of image. Oh, I think it's a PNG, so I can't. Wait, what? Filters. Color correction. There it is. Opacity. There we go. I put it all the way up, so. Or at 92. Nah, I should do it all the way. Sorry, I'm fixing stuff right here. Opacity 100. Boom. Boom. Fixed it. I don't know why that was on that had a whatchamacallit. Like a transparency. That's weird. Oh, I know why. Because I had the, I used to have the meters jumping. And it would kind of show through and it was kind of cool. But I don't need to do that anymore. So there. That's better. Allgames.com. R9cast. LloydSG on Instagram. R9cast. Twitter. R9cast. Facebook. Which I haven't been there in like 1,000 years. I got an Android phone. So I'm going to... What am I going to do? I don't even know. I'm already on Instagram. Oh, I'll figure something out. Anyway. Alright guys, I'm gonna go and play some Crackdown 3. It's gonna be fun. If you guys see me online, say what's up. Hit me up on Xbox. SG on Xbox. ESGEE. And that's it. Tilt the Weight. All games. Tilt the Weight show. Yes. And everybody else. I appreciate you hanging out.